that Nike has now gotten involved in the trolling of Angel Reese, as they have decided to put a billboard in Chicago right down the road from where Angel Reese plays.
Angel Reese is absolutely livid, and it's honestly a sight to behold. Why? Because in the heart of Chicago, right in Reese's own backyard, there's a huge billboard with Caitlin Clark's face on it. That's right, Clark's smiling down on Reese's turf, and her fans are losing it. You'd think they just kicked their queen out of her own castle.
This is one of the billboards, bro. So as y'all can see, it's not one, but it's two damn billboards in downtown Chicago.
Social media is exploding with outrage, with fans calling the billboard everything from disrespectful to disgusting, and just about every other negative word starting with D. But here's the truth, that billboard is right where it should be. Billboards aren't put up for players who miss easy shots and talk more than they play. They're for superstars, game changers like Caitlin Clark. Chicago just made it clear who the real star is. And get this, according to Basketball Reference, Clark's player page gets more visits, even in Illinois. That's right, even Reese's home state is more interested in Clark than in Reese.
No way! They finna put a Caitlin Clark billboard in Angel Reese City. And I'll be damned, they did. Oh, they super did. They got not one billboard, but two billboards right next to each other.
Naturally, Reese's fans are in full panic mode, trying to argue that this billboard is an insult and that it's unfair to their favorite player. But let's be clear, this is about business. Brands want the player who draws attention, not someone who misses shots like they're building a house. The truth is, Caitlin Clark is the future, while Angel Reese is just background noise.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Clark isn't just popular because of her skills. She's popular because she's completely transformed how people view women's basketball. Fans are tuning in just for her, kids are copying her signature logo shots, and even adults who never watched a WNBA game are now marking their calendars for those matchups. Meanwhile, Reese's fans are left looking back at that one college tournament run where her team essentially carried her to a national title. There's not much else to celebrate beyond that.
And it's hilarious because it's my understanding now, she keeps telling us, Angel Reese keeps telling us, that it's not just Caitlin Clark, that she's part of this brigade of women's basketball players that are leading all these new viewers into the WNBA. And I think it's these ratings right here that prove the biggest point.
While Clark is out there shaping the future of the game, Angel Reese is busy doing TikTok dances and showing up at every event that'll take her. Chasing clout might get you some likes, but it doesn't bring you real success or make you a true game changer.
So here we have the Chicago Sky social media page, everybody. I believe this is their Facebook account. You see they want to type in the mix of caps and lowercase to act like you're mocking somebody, right? So let's read this together. I know you Angel Reese fans also, y'all don't have that much intelligence and y'all got her GPA. So let's read out loud together, shall we, everybody? But why did the Chicago Sky hate the Fever? They play too hard. They talk too much.
Let's be real for a moment. That billboard wasn't a mistake. Caitlin Clark earned every bit of that giant ad in the heart of Chicago. While Angel Reese's fans are acting like someone set her jersey on fire, Caitlin has been busy doing what she does best, rewriting history. She's been filling arenas, breaking records, and inspiring the next generation of players. You don't get a billboard just because you're the loudest. You get it because you're the best.
This is more statistical data that proves nobody's tuning in to see Angel Reese.
That's exactly what Reese's fan base can't accept. Deep down, they know it. The truth stings. Their queen is out there missing layups while Caitlin Clark is hitting logo threes and making defenders look like they're standing still. But here's the real kicker. Put Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark side by side in Chicago, or anywhere, and Clark's star still outshines. Every time Clark plays in Chicago, the arena sells out, and more than half the fans are cheering for the Fever. While Reese is getting ejected from games and posting cryptic tweets, Caitlin is letting her performance speak for itself. She's leading, winning, and becoming the face of the league. That's why she's on that billboard. That's why brands are eager to work with her. And that's why every city, even Reese's hometown, is embracing Caitlin Clark.
When you think about the business and the long-term effects of the WNBA and how do we continue to make this a viable league and keep these fans around that you have, you got to think long-term. And in terms of longevity, Caitlin Clark provides that right now. She is a buzzword. She is trending globally, not nationally, globally. Regardless of what team you play for, whether you're a fan, everyone's talking about her right now.
Just when you thought the meltdown had calmed down, Reese's fans found something else to freak out about. This time, it wasn't just the billboard, it was Kelsey Plum. Yep, that's right. Plum, a two-time WNBA champion, Olympian, and someone who actually wins, made a simple statement saying the Sparks have the best front court in the league. And you would have thought she'd declared war on Chicago, based on how Reese's fans lost their minds over it.
Took her luggage and went over to LA, and yesterday was her introductory press conference where she said something that was true in nature. But again, this is the WNBA, and no matter how true, no matter how factual something may be, it doesn't matter. We deal in feelings. We don't deal with facts, but we deal with feelings.
Apparently, in Reese's fan world, any opinion that doesn't put Angel on a pedestal is seen as an attack. In their minds, just having Reese on your roster makes you the best team in the league. Forget about skill, forget about records. If Angel's there, that's all that matters, right? Wrong. Reese's fans seem to live in an alternate reality where her mere presence guarantees championships. But last time I checked, her team missed the playoffs. And not only that, they actually got worse after Reese joined.
What is it about this young core, that young group, that stands out to you?
I think their versatility. If you go down the line, Cam, I think Cam is a defensive player of the year, just waiting to brew. Rakia's an all-star. Ray Burrell's just tremendous talent, and I think that she could be one of the best two-way guards in the league. So when you look at the versatility, everyone can shoot. They can play multiple positions. They can guard multiple positions. And they're all competitors. They want to win. They want to get better. They want to be great.
Of course, facts don't matter to these fans. When Kelsey Plum spoke the truth, they called it shade. But no, that wasn't shade, that's just reality. The Sparks have built a powerhouse front court with size, skill, and real production. Reese's team, on the other hand, has a lot of talk but not much winning to show for it. But Reese's fans don't want to hear that. They'd rather plug their ears and chant double-double machine like it's some magic phrase that'll turn bricks into baskets. Here's the thing. Kelsey Plum didn't attack Reese personally. She just gave credit where it was due. But when you're insecure about your favorite player's performance, everything feels like a threat. That's the real reason they're so defensive. Deep down, they know that if Reese was truly that player, if she was on Caitlin Clark's level, they wouldn't need to defend her every time someone speaks the truth. The wins would speak for themselves. But they don't. And that's why every comment, every ranking, and every billboard feels like a punch to the gut.
7 days out of 7 days, I would much rather pick De'Erica Hamby and Cameron Brink over Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. That's just me. That's just the fact of the matter.
Reese's fans have created this strange fantasy world where just having Angel on a team is supposed to send a wave of fear through the entire WNBA. Like, the moment she laces up her sneakers, everyone else is just supposed to quit and go home. Sorry, that's not how basketball works, especially when half those sneakers are heading toward another missed layup. Yet here they are, clutching their pearls and acting like Kelsey Plum personally insulted their grandmother just because she dared to say the Sparks have the best front line in the league. Let's be real, it's delusion. Angel Reese is talented, sure, but she's not the second coming of Lisa Leslie, and she's definitely not the face of the WNBA. Try telling that to her fans, though. They think grabbing her own missed shots off the backboard counts as dominance. News flash, that's not elite basketball.
This did kind of make me sad because as bad as she is at layups, and she is bad, I'm going to go over percentages in a second, I don't like to see someone's confidence completely destroyed like that. It's not, what we don't set out to do that in sports. We set out to say, hey, you need to do this better. Or, I don't set out to do that. But like, it's just a fact. She is, it's more than a fact. She is not good at layups.
And while we're on the topic of those bricks, can we finally talk about the layups? What's going on there? Watching Reese drive to the basket is like she's got a personal vendetta against scoring. Is she aiming for the hoop, or just trying to make friends with the shot clock? Every time she misses from point-blank range, and let's be real, that happens a lot, you can almost hear the crowd's collective sigh. And yet, when she finally gets one to drop after a few tries, you'd think she hit a game winner, the way she celebrates. That's not stat padding. That's stat begging.
But I was looking at her stats. I jotted some down right here, and she shoots an abysmal 39% from the field. She shot below 50% on shots less than 5 feet away, which is bad.
What makes it even more laughable is Reese's own claims about changing the game. Changing what, exactly? The league's tolerance for missed layups. If there's a trophy for the most dramatic flail after contact, sure, give it to her. But this idea that Angel Reese is revolutionizing women's basketball? Please. The only thing she's changing is the definition of a highlight reel. Apparently, now it includes 6 missed shots followed by a free throw celebration.
Is immeasurably better at basketball than Angel Reese. I think we all know this. Again, Caitlin Clark is the huge A-list star, the Harrison Ford, back when Harrison Ford had that 20-year stretch of nothing but #1 movies, domination, Star Wars, Indiana, historic domination. Caitlin Clark, you're seeing it right here.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is doing what true stars do, dominating. She's not out here begging for attention, she's earning it. When people tune in to watch Caitlin, they know they're about to see something special. She's hitting threes from the logo, threading passes like a surgeon, and elevating everyone around her. And guess what? The numbers back it up. When Caitlin plays, arenas sell out, TV ratings soar, and millions of people tune in. Kids across the country are trying to copy her moves. That's real impact. Now compare that to Reese. Her games get maybe a couple 100,000 viewers, and let's be honest, half of those people are tuning in for the chaos, not for elite basketball. They want to see what drama Angel is going to stir up this time. Is she arguing with the ref again? Flopping after missing a layup? Celebrating a rebound like she just won a gold medal? It's reality TV, not basketball. And that's the difference. Caitlin Clark is making history, while Angel Reese is making headlines. And only one of those actually matters.
Hollywood Boulevard. So is one in Cali as well. Wow. Caitlin Clark is taking over the United States, bro.
Let's circle back to the Billboards, because that's what kicked off this meltdown in the first place. Caitlin Clark's face is shining down on Chicago, and Reese's fans are acting like it's a personal attack. This isn't about loyalty to Chicago or respect. It's about the fact that Angel Reese's fans know deep down that Caitlin Clark is everything they wish their favorite player could be. Every time they see that billboard, every time they hear about another record-breaking stat, or see Caitlin's jersey selling out in minutes, they're reminded of the gap between them, and that gap is getting wider every day. So what's their response? Twitter tantrums, excuses, and blaming the media. Anything to avoid facing the truth. But the truth is staring them right in the face, literally from that billboard. Caitlin Clark is the future, and Angel Reese is just part of the past that refuses to let go.
I keep waiting for the star power. I keep waiting for the supposed mainstream appeal of Angel Reese to draw flies to this incredibly stale turd. Hell, at this point, my expectations are so low, I'm just looking for Unrivaled to show signs of life. I'm just looking for minor improvements, small improvements like ratings going from nothing to almost nothing. But this damn secondary dump, they can't even give me that.
And the funniest part, this is just the beginning. Those billboards, they're not going anywhere. If anything, there's going to be more. You think this is bad? Wait until Caitlin Clark starts lighting up the WNBA next season. Wait until she's dropping 30 on Reese's team while fans in Chicago are courtside rocking her jersey. That billboard isn't just a sign, it's a warning. Caitlin Clark has arrived. And Angel Reese. She'd better get used to looking up, because that's where Clark is going to be. On the billboards, in the record books, and at the top of this league.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Now that Caitlin Clark is finally getting the recognition she deserves, what better place to remind everyone than right in the heart of Angel Reese's so-called territory? Picture this, Reese's fans strolling down the street, about to grab their unhealthy McDonald's meal, only to look up and, boom, there's Caitlin Clark's face on a giant billboard, reminding them exactly who runs this league. You just know the second they see it, their day is ruined. Takeout bags in hand, phone out, tweeting something salty, all because the reality is staring them right in the face. This is Caitlin Clark's world, and Angel Reese is just visiting, let's be honest. Every basketball fan who actually knows the game felt that little rush of satisfaction when that billboard went up. It's poetic justice. After months of Reese's fans screaming online about how she's the real face of women's basketball, the billboard came in with a simple message. Actually, no, here's the real star. Enjoy your walk to work. Caitlin Clark didn't have to say a word. The message was loud and clear. That's what happens when you let your game do the talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible, honestly, and I feel very fortunate and lucky to come here to stay in the Midwest. And this is the franchise in all of women's sports, I say. No matter what sport it is, they're certainly investing. They see the type of crowds we get. They see the excitement we're generating not only in the state of Indiana but all across the country. And I think the next few years are going to be amazing for this franchise, and will continue to be for hopefully 10 plus years. And hopefully we win a few championships. But they're investing to help us be really good. So just putting all the right pieces together and doing it on the floor to, return that favor to them. But I'm just really thankful to be here and thankful to, all of Pacers Sport and Entertainment, the Simon family, and then obviously Kelly and Amber.
While Angel's been busy missing layups and posting TikToks about how she's changing the game, Caitlin Clark has actually been changing the game. She's shattering records, draining logo threes like it's nothing, and making sure every WNBA arena is packed to the rafters. Clark isn't asking for attention. It's following her wherever she goes. She's not chasing clout, she's forcing everyone to recognize her greatness. And that's what stings Reese's fans the most. Caitlin doesn't need gimmicks, she's just better. With the WNBA season on the horizon, that billboard is only the start. This is the season Caitlin Clark's takeover becomes undeniable. The Indiana Fever aren't just rolling out a star player, they're unleashing a future MVP.
I just come out here and try to play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what comes with it.
Reese fans can keep telling themselves their girl is the future. They can write all the think pieces they want about changing the culture, but every time they pass that billboard, they'll get a reality check. That's not Angel Reese's face up there, it's Caitlin Clark's. And that's because Clark is the one driving ticket sales. Clark is the one ESPN can't stop talking about, and Clark is the one every kid wants to be. Angel Reese might be loud, but Caitlin Clark is legendary. And that billboard? It's just the first sign of what's coming. This is only the beginning. Soon, those billboards will be in every city. New York, LA, even in front of the Aces Arena, where Aisha Wilson can stare up at her future MVP competition. Every time Reese's fans see one, they can keep telling themselves she's changing the game. But the rest of us will know the truth. Caitlin Clark isn't changing the game. She's already changed it to do you agree? Let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.